matter of principled agnosticism, this is a term that I coined myself. It just means it puts upon me an obligation to look at the world through both the theist and atheist lens, and this just means that I have to consider how to explain an event or a phenomenon through natural causes, and also to assume that everything happens for a purpose, and that purpose is known by God, if he exists. And the whole point of this exercise is to confirm a conclusion. So basically, if one methodology gives an answer and another methodology arrives through a different method the same answer, then it is doubly indicated. So it's a bit like technical analysis, which is what traders in markets use to predict the bottom of the price or the peak of a trend, either up or down, just so that people can or think they can predict when a market is about to turn, when it reaches a certain price. So, and they use different methods to do it. Off the top of my head, I think there's something called the Japanese candlesticks, and the other one's called islands, and there are other methodologies for predicting the price of, the peak of a market and the bottom of it. So what I'm trying to say really is that if both methodologies confirm the same course of action ought to be done, or is caused by a certain thing, and both methodologies confirm this fact, then it's probably true. So an example would be, we know that God has forbidden murder, theft, sexual immorality, etc. And in terms of the no-hide laws, we can mostly agree that there ought to be laws against murder, stealing, sexual immorality, eating an animal while it's still alive, the obligation to establish a court and legal system. And the final two is idolatry and blasphemy. Now, we could think of it as idolatry would offend God if it exists, or we could think of idolatry as being a waste of time and energy when we should be doing something else if we want to worship a deity. And the position of the Abrahamic God is that the Abrahamic God forbids idolatry, so you better not do it, or you think that it's a waste of time and energy, better devoted to following a moral system. And as for the prohibition against blasphemy, obviously it would offend God if he exists, that you say or do things that would offend him. But in terms of the atheist reason for forbidding that, it is really to call for the expected respect that you would give to a deity who is so powerful that he created the universe and who knows your heart and mind, and this means that you should show him some respect. So I hope I've made myself reasonably clear on this, but I apologise if I haven't, and I'll try again sometime. Thank you for your attention.